Hi, welcome back to Orlando Experience. So today we are at LEGOLAND Florida for the grand opening of the Ferrari Build and Race experience. So we're here as media today, so we are coming in a little bit early. It is almost 8 o'clock. I think we have a little bit of time before the park actually opens to go experience the event with lower crowds. So we're gonna head in. They do have a few things set up over here. We'll get that filming and then we're gonna head into the park. So they do have a photo op right over here to the right side with a Lego Ferrari car. And we're gonna head into Legoland, Florida. So actually, as you're walking into Legoland, they are building a sea life. They do have sea life at other Legolands, including the one in California. So it's just an aquarium at the front. It's usually separate ticketed, but it is nice that they are building this because it is more to add to the park. So we're back here by the Great Lego Race Coaster, and here's the new building for the Ferrari Build and Race. So obviously it's a building your car kind of experience. So you do build a car, but it seems like there's multiple areas for you to like test your car kind of thing. There's a few different ramps over here. There's a racetrack all the way back there. And it looks like there's like almost like a rally race downhill kind of thing. We'll take you guys through everything. So you do start off right over here with just the base. And then there's multiple different build stations. There's one right here, and then one right over there. We'll start building. So I finally finished whatever I was building. I had a vision, the vision very much fell apart. But we'll go race it out. So this is kind of a rally race kind of thing. I'm going to the top. There's nobody up here to race me, but I'm racing myself. So my car clearly does not drive straight, but we're gonna try to do through the tire right now. See if it falls apart on us. I didn't even make it. We're gonna hope my little engine that can make it through something. This is literally just a straightaway. It's gonna ram the wall at the end, but I don't care. It's gonna make it. It made it. It didn't make it past the finish line, but it made it. So right over here at the end, they do have like a digital race field. It does look like you can scan your car and it will put it up on the race field, and you can customize it with like colors and stuff. Then they do have a wall over here where you can display your creations, probably temporarily, of course. There's definitely some interesting ones. And I'm gonna put mine right there. How wonderful. So they gave us this really cool goodie bag with a Lego trophy, a few flags, and then a journal with a pen from Legoland, Florida. So there was our look at the Lego Ferrari build and race experience. I think that will be a really big hit for families, and I think just in general, I think it's fun to do. I think it's fun to build things and then try to get them through like the hoop or race them with other people. I think that's just fun. Even though mine was kind of a dud. I thought going heavier would do me better, but it just kind of made it go off to the side and smack the wall almost every single time. It fell apart about 4 times, so it didn't really work, so we grabbed one of the Duplo cars to film a bunch of B-roll. But otherwise, I think it's really good. I think it's a great addition to this park, and I actually think it needed it. I think something like Legoland really benefits off of stuff like that, where it's just Legos and you just build and you just have fun. We're not quite done with media stuff because right at Park Open, so it's not quite just for media, but right at Park Open, right over here next to the Technicoaster, they have a stage set up and they're gonna do like a grand opening kind of thing for it. So we'll get that, but then otherwise we're just gonna be freed into the park and we'll walk around LEGOLAND Florida.
Good morning and welcome! I'm Carissa Coop.
And I am Andy Axel. We are so excited for the grand opening of LEGO Ferrari Build and Race! This is where you get to build and race your very own race car and give it a spin on the test track. We're going to be joined very shortly by the top dog of LEGOLAND Resorts North America, but first I hear we have some other guests joining us right now.
That's right, coming in right now is the amazing pit crew and LEGO Brick Suit Guy. Let's make some noise. Is joining some right now. Hey Andy, what do you have joining you?
Well, first off, I got Pedro over here. Pedro, are you excited?
Yeah.
What color car are you going to make today? It's a good answer. It's a very good answer. I got Lila over here. Lila, do you think you have what it takes to win the race? Pedro, Lila, are you excited to be able to build and race your very own race car? You heard it here first. These kids are ecstatic. Back to you, Carissa.
Thanks, Andy. Before we teach you those racing moves to get you ready for the grand opening, I would like everyone to put your hands together and make some noise for the managing director of LEGOLAND North America, Rex Jackson.
Hello. I am so glad to see so many smiling faces out here today to help us celebrate the opening of the LEGO Ferrari Build and Race attraction. I hope we can all have as much excitement as Pedro and Lila just had, because they are bringing the energy level up. I first want to start off with some gratitude, some appreciation. First and foremost to the Ferrari brand. Without the Ferrari brand, this attraction would not be possible. Also, Dimensional Innovations and of course the LEGO Group. I would also be remiss if I didn't thank the Merlin team, from the Merlin Magic Makers that designed and created this fantastic attraction, and also the marketing and operation teams here at LEGOLAND Florida Resort, that without them, today would not be possible. Now, as you get ready to prepare to enter into the LEGO Ferrari Build and Race, let me just describe some of what you're about to see. First and foremost, when you walk in, you are going to see a life-size Ferrari, a Ferrari 296 GTS, entirely made out of LEGO, where you will get a chance to actually sit behind the wheel and feel what it's like to drive a Ferrari sports car. You'll then be able to build your own LEGO Ferrari car that you can race on the tracks that we have in the attraction. And then after that, you can actually take that very same build and upload it into the digital realm, where you can race that car around a digital racetrack that is an exact replica of the Italian racetrack that Ferrari tests their F1 and luxury sports cars on. All of this awaits you just in moments.
Hey, Carissa, this just in. We are ready to open. Racers of all ages, are you ready?
Pit crew, LEGO Brick Suit Guy, are you ready?
We're gonna need your help. Get ready to wave those flags and don't forget the vroom vroom move. I'm gonna say start your engines and then I need to hear you all yell, vroom vroom go. Are we ready? We're gonna count down from 3. 3, 2, 1, start your engines! Vroom vroom go!
LEGOLAND Florida Resorts LEGO Ferrari Build and Race is officially open. Racers, head on in for some fun. Let's race!
Just have you go right down that way through security. I'll meet you on the other side. That's good.
So we've actually made our way over to Peppa Pig Park because we've actually never been here. So we asked if we can come over here and they brought us over here. So we're just gonna walk around, look at a few things. This park, we did walk around real quick. We do like the theming of it. It is a little bit smaller than your average park. So we'll just take you guys around and show you everything. So they obviously have a playground right over here to the right as you walk in. One thing I can say about this park, it is very bright. It's the white concrete bouncing right off the sun. It is blinding in here. I do wish I brought my sunglasses. They do have a showtime over here. I think it's more of a meet and greet possibly than a show. Obviously Peppa Pig's up there right now. We come across our first little area. It's almost like a little carnival area. It does have 2 rides right over here.
Give yourself a big round of applause.
It is a nice little area. They almost have like kind of like free to play carnival games, and then they have a balloon ride and then a little tiny drop tower. And there's no way I'm gonna get on any of the rides in this park. Other than that, then we walk right off to our right side, and they do have a kids like water play area, but I would call it more like a tiny water park. It's got a couple slides, it's got a bucket, it's got a lot of water features. So, and this is what I would consider the nicest part of this park. I really like the overhanging canopy to keep the sun from blazing in. It's almost like a little camping kind of area. They do have like almost like a little attraction over here where you can ride a little bicycle around a little path. They do have a shop right off to our left. They've got the cinema that just shows like Peppa Pig, like I think just shows the whole day. You have the bathroom right over here, and then you do have the main restaurant right over here. That's just kind of like a diner theme. We did already go in there, but I'll take you guys in real quick. So this is a look at the diner right in here. I really love the theming in here. It's really nice in here. It just got a really good like almost cartoonish feel. They do have a pretty decent menu. We did look at it earlier. So if you're hungry while you're at Peppa Pig, this is your spot. So as we head right across from the diner, we do come to a little pirate boat ride. It is kind of just a normal, like, spinning pirate boat ride in the water. It is just, you know, a nice little boat ride. Right to the left of the boat ride, there is a little, like, sand castle kind of play area. Then we come to our last little spot. So our last ride and our last stop of the park is Grampy Rabbit's Dinosaur Adventure. That is very similar to like the bear ride over at Dollywood that we rode. It's just kind of like a little kid ride that you sit on. I think they have a very similar one over at Legoland too that I think is themed to like a horse. It is a nice little ride. I think this is probably one of the biggest rides in this park, probably the second over the coaster. It's got some nice theming and I like the dinosaurs. So now we're actually gonna head back towards the shop, and I'll take you guys into the shop real quick. So our last stop inside the park is Mr. Fox's shop. It is just your normal like theme park gift shop kind of ordeal. You can find plenty of merch in here. You have Peppa Pig here, there's Peppa Pig merch. They do have special Easter baskets right now for Easter coming up. So that's it for Peppa Pig Park. It isn't a super big park, but if you have little ones, I'm sure they would love this. As somebody that was a kid, I think I would have absolutely loved this park as a child. There's so many little things to do, and I think that's what a lot of kids look for. They don't necessarily need rides, they just need stuff to occupy them kind of thing. We are gonna head back over to Legoland now for the rest of the day. So we've made our way back over to Legoland, so we're gonna head inside and we're gonna spend the rest of the day over here. So we made our way over here into the Lego Movie World. We're gonna go ride the Splash Battle back here. So right now the big building that's more like a Soarin' type ride is closed today. So we are gonna go ride Battle of Bricksburg. So there's some off-ride footage there of Battle for Bricksburg. I didn't get on it because that is a very, very wet ride. Those Splash Battle rides get you soaked. And I didn't want soaked today. So there's some off-ride footage. They do not allow on-ride filming here, so we'll just be filming some off-ride footage there. But we are heading into the medieval section right now.
Paul, did you look over here?
So there's some off-road footage of the dragon. You can't see much because it's almost all behind a wall, so you can't really see it. But on my opinion, that is the Legoland ride, at least for me. I just think it's so classic, and it's just what I think of when I think of Legoland attractions. So right now we are continuing to head through the medieval area. We're heading out of it right now. We'll catch up when we head to our next ride. So we're heading into the Funtown Theater to see one of the 3D shows. Obviously we can't film inside, but we are gonna go see it. So we just got out of the Ninjago show over here at the Funtown Theater. That was a very big surprise. It doesn't just spray you with water in there, it dumps water on you. Like, we decided to sit towards the right side, and I sat towards the edge, and I wasn't getting that wet, but he sat towards the middle, and it was dumping water. Not like spraying, but I mean like it was a soaker. So that's a fair warning if you're going to see that show. It does get you quite wet. So we actually turned off just to the left over here to go get some apple fries. These are like my favorite theme park treat there is, and I only get them every once in a while, so I'm gonna get them right now. So these apple fries are probably like my favorite theme park treat there is. They're so good. They're just fried apples with some cinnamon on them, and we got some caramel dipping sauce with it. I only get this every once in a while, so I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy it. So we just got done eating apple fries. I think that's one of my only must-eats if you come to the theme parks down here. If you come to Legoland, I think you have to get apple fries. They're just that good. So right now we're walking towards Miniland. I might do some walkthrough filming of that. We're not gonna fully stop and walk and try to film all that because that's gonna take a very long time. But after that, I think we're gonna continue to head to the back of the park. There's a few more rides we wanna ride before we wrap up our day. So we're coming up on Lost Kingdom Adventure right here. This is another one of my favorite rides of this park. It's just a classic shooting dark ride kind of thing. So we just got off our shooting dark ride. I really do still love that ride. Had a few non-functioning targets, but overall I really like it. My one complaint that I think I do have with it, I think it moves a little too fast through the scenes. You don't really have time to take it in. But otherwise, I love that ride. It's a very classic shooting dark ride, and I love the Lego overlay. So we're continuing to move back. We're actually in like the Jurassic section of the park, and we're just gonna keep moving through. So we're heading back into LEGO Ninjago right now. This is one of my favorite areas of the park, just because I like LEGO Ninjago. So we're gonna go back here and ride the dark ride real quick. So we just got off the LEGO Ninjago ride over there in that area. It's a really good dark ride. It's one of the best rides in this park. It's kind of a dark ride that's kind of a shooting ride, similar to the Spider-Man ride over at Disneyland, even though I think this one's a lot better. I actually think the technology still works better, even though it's a lot older. We're heading into the Technics area right now so we can ride the coaster. So we're going to go over here and ride the Great Lego Race. There was a VR attraction at a point, but it has been taken off, so it is just back to the normal Technics coaster. So there's some off-ride footage from the Great Lego Race coaster. So this used to just be a Lego Technics coaster, then it went through a VR phase, and then it went back to just normal. I do think it's rough around the edges, but I do really like those type of mouse coasters. I like the turns on them, I like the drops, I think they're just fun. So I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but I'll let you guys know when we do. So this is the other ride we were gonna ride. It doesn't look like it has a long line, but it only has one side, and this is a slow loader. So this is probably a 20-minute wait, and we don't really want to wait that right now. So I will get some off-ride footage. If you're curious to how it rides, and I feel like similarly rides to, I mean, it's manually controlled, but it actually kind of rides like alien swirling saucers. It kind of like flings you out kind of thing, and then you come back and you fling out again. So I think we are heading towards the front to head out for the day. We are very thankful for LEGOLAND for having us out for the Ferrari experience and the driving. It was super fun, and obviously we had a great time today. Got to check out a park I'd never been to before, but we did have a very early morning. We had to wake up at like 6 to get down here, so we are, I think, heading out to head home for the day. So we'll wrap out right outside the front of the park. So that's officially it for us today here at LEGOLAND. Thank you again so much for LEGOLAND for inviting us out to this media event. We had really such a great time. Again, if you're in the area, there is the new attraction here. You saw it earlier in the video. I do think it's very fun for kids of all ages, even adults. I think it's just fun to build Legos. I think that's what this park strives to do the most, and I think with that they definitely succeeded with it. But otherwise, that's it for us today. Thank you, like and subscribe, and until next time.